My job title is Director of Technology at the Oxford School District. And my educational and professional background really started as soon as I was out of high school. Maybe just a little bit before that, I started working as a technician for a small computer company in Wichita, Kansas, in the late 1990s, maybe mid 1990s. And I've held a position in IT, usually networking or computer technical support for a number of years. I even owned my own business for about 5 years in Wichita, in which I did on site computer work for um, small businesses. We handled their servers and networking services and things like that until um, the business was sold later in about 2006 or 7. Then I started working for another firm in Winfield, and we worked with the school district. That gets into my experience working with the school and the students. So probably about 2007, actually it was August 2007, I started working with the school district, USD 358, and also helped out Udall in their various networking needs and system administration needs. And later, after there was a retirement in the tech director position at Udall Schools, I filled out an application and was hired. I do pretty much everything as far as technology is concerned to support the district. Everything from taking care of the invisible stuff behind the scenes with servers and networking and wireless, things like that, um, with day-to-day stuff with computers, devices, and iPads, and just troubleshooting little things that come up from time to time. But also play a key role in making sure that our staff is adequately up to speed with the technology that we use in the school district. So, several times a year, we have professional development sessions where we help teach teachers about various technology that they can use inside of their classroom and give them examples and how it can apply to curriculum in various other ways. So we cover quite a broad spectrum in our department to cover all those various needs. I really enjoy working really closely with students and in the education field. Um, you can really see the benefits of helping students understand their um, how technology applies to them, and um, it's not something that comes easy sometimes for some, but when they get the application, it's kind of it's really valuable to see that happen. It's quite fulfilling. Whereas it seems like in corporate America, more often than not, um, it's all about the bottom line and making a profit or keeping things secure, which is all fine and dandy. But um, in education, you're actually impacting people's lives. So I find it um, quite quite fulfilling to help them to embetter their education so that they can um, use that in their lives later on. The challenges that I've faced over the years, there's any number of things, but the biggest thing I think I've run into is just uh, my own personal insecurities or um, limitations. Most importantly, like modesty. Sometimes I bite off more than I can chew. Um, I want to I want to be able to fulfill all the expectations that people have, and I want to be able to make everything work perfectly. And in technology, it's never going to work perfectly. So you do the best that you can. It's not a matter of making it good enough. It's a matter of making it the best that you can, and but at the same time, not killing yourself time wise and expense wise. So we do what we can, and that's if I had to pick something, that'd probably be the biggest thing. As far as budget cuts, it has been very interesting since 2007. I've seen various limitations with budget cuts come through, especially impacted from the state, and it's really sad. I've interacted with many different school districts across the state, and there is a wide difference in people that use their funds in their budgets for technology, and there are some that really don't spend much money at all on technology. It makes you wonder where it does go, but at the same time, um, there's just not nearly enough done to help students get that sort of foundation that they're really going to need. Because as soon as they get out of high school, their first jobs, they're going to have interaction with some sort of technology, and it really is going to be of benefit to them to understand how they can leverage those tools in their profession, their career, or even in their interests to help them to generate things that will take care of them, that they can do to provide a living for them, their families. Um, Otherwise, they have to spend that time right after they get out of school, maybe in college, maybe just in life on the side, to understand how to do some of the basic things that uh, in today's world they really ought to grow up knowing. Um, as far as school funds and what we've used to come up with different ways, um, aside from the normal avenues that the state provides or the federal government provides to fund our budgets in the school year, we've done everything that we can at our school district to pinch every penny. Um, a couple years ago, we were taking a lot of surplus equipment that was of no use to us anymore, mostly outdated, and finding places like online auctions or even in some cases Craigslist to sell those things and to get some funds back so that we could spend them on other pursuits. It's kind of a balancing act in that respect because it takes time and it takes labor to sell those things, and sometimes you can, even if you did make a little money off of the device, with the time and effort you put into it, you could suffer a loss. So um, it takes a bit of finagling, but we did recover. I want to say it was 2011. We were able to get about $3,000 to $4,000 worth of surplus equipment that we didn't need, and use it for um, other investments in technology, which really helped. I know that in our middle school, we've also done some fundraisers. Um, they've sponsored fundraisers through various means to get applications for their iPads that they really wanted. I know that one of them was a game, a Math Blaster game, which helps with the four primary mathematic areas and helping them to understand their skills there. So I know we've done some fundraisers. As far as donations, up to this point, we've had other donations go to other areas of the school district, but not necessarily in technology. Um, and I think it was in 2009, we did have a grant that we participated with another school district. It was the TRC grant, which stands for Technology Rich Classroom. And we did use that quite extensively. We got new laptops for our middle school at the time, and also some iPod Touches, some Promethean or smart interactive boards, and just a number of things that really helped to put technology in those areas of our school. Every year we have some sort of a recycling program. Sometimes we open it up to our staff or the public, but oftentimes it's just dealing with older equipment that is very difficult to get rid of in any other format, especially with the old like CRT monitors. They're difficult, they're hazardous to landfills and things like that, so we strive very hard to find properly certified recycling centers that will come and pick up the equipment and take care of it and dispose of it in a responsible manner. It doesn't really provide us any funds, but it does help us to responsibly take care of the e-waste that we do generate at the school. And as far as advice that I would give to others who want to work in educational technology, the biggest thing that I could say is to have an open mind. I came from a business background, and I'd like to think that I've had an open mind along the way. But one of the things that corporate America tends to drill into, especially network technicians and other technology professionals, is that the technical department needs to have absolute control over all circumstances on the network. And in education, it's just not the truth. You need to have an open mind and to be flexible. When a teacher comes to you and says, hey, I would like to try this new thing, this new latest thing, I've heard of many districts that have said, the technology department just says, no, we can't do that. And the proper response would be, no, we will not do that. Because I try to operate a department at Oxford from a standpoint of, let's see what we can do. More of a yes mentality than a no mentality. Because all too often people are told no, and really the innovators, the creative thinkers, are not the technicians inside of the technology support room. They're the teachers, they're the students inside of the classroom. And so for me to say no, I'm going to limit their creativity and their exploration inside of their own education, and I don't feel that that's right. So the biggest piece of advice I could probably say is to have that open mind and be flexible to new ideas and new technologies, and don't be closed-minded about those things.